In this video, I'm going to be comparing the Nuna TRVL dubl to the Zoe Twin V2, two very popular side-by-side strollers you might be considering, and I have used them both with my 3 kids, and I'm excited to give you an honest review of these 2 strollers. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm the stroller mom. I'm a mom of 3 kids ages 4 and under, and I provide honest reviews as a mom who actually uses the products. So if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below with any questions. Also, if you do plan to purchase one of these strollers, I do have a discount code and a rewards link. I really appreciate you shopping through my links because I actually bought both of these strollers and it helps me to be able to make more videos like this one. The Zoe Twin V2 was the first side-by-side I bought, and I was so excited. I had just had my 3rd baby and they added car seat compatibility with the Nuna car seats to the Zoe Twin, and I ordered it like the day it came out. I was so excited. The Nuna TRVL dubl really started turning heads this summer when Nuna released its first side-by-side travel stroller. So both of these strollers are strollers I do recommend, especially depending on what you're looking for in a stroller. Now there's very different price points, and I have learned from talking to many moms on Instagram that depending on what features are important to you will determine whether you are happy with the stroller you get. So in this video, I hope to help you decide that by going over the differences and where each of these strollers is better. But if you want more of a full in-depth review, I do have those on my channel of each stroller individually as well, so check that out. All right, so starting out with price, the Nuna TRVL dubl retails for $850. It's one of the, I think it is the most expensive lightweight side-by-side stroller on the market right now. And what you get is the stroller as you see here and a rain cover. Now, Nuna TRVL dubl does have the car seat adapter built in with the bumper bar. It's what makes the travel super unique. So you can see that's why this seat is wider, but it's only compatible with Nuna car seats. The Zoe Twin, on the other hand, retails for $529. I have a $15 off code if you shop through my link, and it includes the bumper bar, the stroller as you see here, a parent cup holder, and 2 kid cup holder and snack cups. So you get a lot more options with the Zoe for that same price. You also can purchase more accessories for the Zoe. The Zoe has so many different options. Another thing is the Zoe actually has more car seat adapter options. So you can work with Kiko, Maxi Cozy, Nuna, Cybex, Graco, so you have a lot more options, whereas the Nuna is you're really gonna only be considering this if you have a Nuna car seat. So starting out with the handlebars on both of these strollers are a leatherette detailing. The handlebar on the Nuna though, I will say the materials are just a little bit more premium, but for $321 more, you would hope so. And I do like that you have a lot of color options to pick. You have 2 different colors on the Nuna TRVL, and then you have more on the Zoe. The Zoe does have an adjustable handlebar, which does bring it higher and lower. So if you are a taller parent or a shorter parent, you're gonna have more versatility on the Zoe, whereas I think the Nuna is a little bit high, but it's overall a very good height and not that much different than the Zoe kind of midway. Now, the canopies on both of these strollers are very similar. You have a zip out extension, you have your peekaboo window, with these Zoes being a little better. This is why Zoe is known for being the Disney stroller, because both of these strollers are actually Disney approved, and Zoe just does it so well. From their accessories to their canopies to their reclines, which are actually the same on both of these strollers. There's just a lot of premium detailings there that make it really nice for life on the go. The peekaboo window on the Zoe does open and it stays open, which is just so nice, whereas the Nuna's does not. You can kind of force the material on the Nuna to keep it open, but if it's a really windy day, it will blow shut. I do like that there's some mesh in the canopy on the Nuna for added airflow, but you can see here that there actually is more coverage, and I will say that with my toddler, when I have her in the Nuna, I notice that she's like kind of hitting the front of the canopy because it's more narrow in how it extends, whereas the Zoe's is more out. The Nuna canopy fully rests on your hands. It is like one of my biggest frustrations with the Nuna TRVL lineup is that it's hot and I just don't love it. So I have to kind of push it like this, whereas the Zoe's does not touch your hands, which is very nice. So now let's talk about the seats because there's some differences here. The Zoe can hold 60 pounds in each seat, which is pretty much unheard of. Now the push on holding 2 60-pound children in a stroller may not be the best, but it can hold and is safe for 2 60-pound children. The Nuna TRVL dubl, on the other hand, is 50 pounds per seat, which is pretty standard across double strollers. So you can see that Nuna does have a difference in the seat. It's so the car seat can be paired with this seat only. The Zoe does not have that, and the Zoe is actually 1 inch narrower. I love the Zoe car seats adapters as well. They're very easy to use. You can fold the stroller with it. And the thing that's so cool about Zoe is you have to take the bumper bar off to use the car seat adapters, but because they include the snack cup and the kid cup holder, I'm wishing more side-by-side double strollers had this option. You can actually have that here. So when I got the stroller, I had my newborn baby, I'd put her in the car seat adapter on one side, and then I'd have my middle child here, and I loved that she had a cup holder still. So I think that's a really nice touch. Now, you have to have the bumper bar when using the Nuna TRVL dubl with the car seat, but you can't open it to let your toddler out. And it's a pretty narrow space. And so I did find that my 2-year-old kind of had a hard time getting out on her own, and I had to like lift her over it when you only have the one bumper bar. So that's just a little something, not terrible. Now on the seat backs are a little bit taller on the Zoe. They both have pretty upright seats. I think because of the mechanisms on the Zoe, you can tighten it a little bit. And then their lower footrests are very similar. They both have a lower footrest and then also an adjustable one as well. In regards to the recline, they're almost identical as you can see here, but Nuna has a bassinet mode where you can kind of put it up and you can see here that there's like these snaps you can put on. And I think that is such a nice feature, but I was surprised to see that there's not that much difference. And Zoe actually says you can start using their seats at 3 months old, which is kind of what Nuna says. Well, they don't officially say what age you can use your seats with, but I think that that's interesting that they're both the same. You just don't have the bassinet mode on the Zoe. Now, buckle wise, the Nuna has its very nice Magnatech buckles, which are really nice. Zoe's are like a plastic buckle, but I really like it and it's easy to use. Nuna has no rethread harnessing, which I love. It's just so nice to not have to readjust, like to not have to do anything. And as you can see here, I have it set for my older two, or for my middle, and then now my baby. So you just kind of have to do a little bit more work on the harnessing, and I do like that Nuna has that. However, I do find that it's harder to get the Nuna straps to not like fall off my kids, and this is true for the other Nuna TRVLs as well. And I've had moms reach out to me and be like, is this normal? And you can. If you take these pads off, it's a little easier to get them tightened. Now the Zoe Twin does have a snack tray attachment that you can buy. It's 2 and they open individually, which is very nice. And the Nuna does not, but I do have 2 universal, and I just found out the Silver Cross snack tray attaches, so I'll link them below, so check out the description. But there are snack trays you can attach to the Nuna, just not ones made by it. Now let's talk about the baskets. The basket on the Nuna is very spacious, perhaps one of the best, and holds 22 pounds. I think that's a huge selling point on the Nuna TRVL dubl, and I really like that. The Zoe basket is decent, except there's a bar down the middle and it only holds 10 pounds. When it comes to brake, I probably like the brake on the Nuna TRVL dubl just a little bit more. It's just a flip style, whereas there is a bar underneath on the Zoe, and it's just a little bit harder to move up, and I did find sometimes it would be stuck, and I'd notice it like catching with my push when I was pushing. So that's something to note. And let's talk push. So that is probably the biggest difference. And that's something that parents, at least in my DMs, seem to care the most about. I'm willing to pay extra money if the push is that much better. And I will say, if you have the base wheels of the Zoe and the base wheels of the Nuna does have a better push. It has more built-in suspension, and you would hope that for $321. Now, the Zoe, I have the all-terrain wheels on now, which is $70 more. So you're still significantly saving by going with the Zoe. It does make the push a little bit better, but you're not adding suspension. Now, one of the ways that plays out differently is the Nuna is 25 pounds, or 25 and a half, a little bit over 25 pounds, while the Zoe is 23 pounds. So some of that extra weight is coming in the Nuna by that added suspension. Now, when it comes to folding these strollers are actually very easy to fold, with the Nuna probably being the all-star. It's what you've seen on the internet. It just goes forward and auto folds. So you have that there. It's very nice. Now, I have the Zoe here with the all-terrain tires on it. I just have found that like it's worth it for me. It adds a little bit of weight to this stroller, but it does improve the push. And you just pull them here in the handle, and it comes together. Another thing to note with both of these strollers is these are great travel stroller options. They're lightweight, they have good baskets, so you're able to take a lot of things with you, but airlines do not take care of your strollers. So make sure to buy a travel bag. The Zoe travel bag I heard is great from a lot of moms on Instagram. I have a travel bag, I'll link below, that works for both of these strollers. And I've had friends and personally traveled with this travel bag. It's great. So I'll link that below. Okay, who's these strollers best for? The Nuna TRVL is best for you Nuna lovers. If you are a Nuna fan, you are not gonna regret going with the Nuna TRVL dubl. I think it's also prime when you compare it with a Pippa car seat. So this is not going to, neither of these strollers are great for twins in the younger age, but once you get them in the toddler age, it can be a little bit better. But I think getting that benefit of the seat being wider and being able to pair seamlessly with the Pippa car seat is so nice. It also has that nice fold, stands by itself, no rethread harnessing. There's just a lot of premium details on the Nuna TRVL dubl. That's very nice. $850, but very nice. The Zoe Twin on the other end is a great budget option. It works with way more car seat, it has taller seat backs, better canopies, really great accessories, and you get so many of the nice features with the Nuna TRVL dubl. Now the Nuna TRVL dubl does have that slightly better push. Get the all-terrain wheels though if you're not ready to spend up to that, and I think you'll be really happy. I hope this video was helpful. Please remember to shop through the links I have at 10% off where you can get back in rewards for Nuna, and then $15 off on the Zoe. And let me know if you have any questions below. Thanks for watching.